Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Cardcraft. Thanks for joining me again today. So, last weekend I went to an antiques and collectibles fair. Love this one. It's in Dalesford in Victoria, Australia, and they have it once a year in the November, and I love it. There's a paper guy that I usually go up to see each year. It's where I've got my really large newspapers from. The old Argus ones, which I've got in my coffee shop. You'll find pages of those for sale in my coffee shop. Now, I managed to get another one of those. I always pick his daggiest ones, the ones where the covers have fallen off and all the rest, so I don't feel bad in tearing them apart, because I've got a couple of them already. But one I can't use, or I won't use, because it chronicles, it's from 1901, from January to March, so it follows through where Queen Victoria got ill, then died, and then her funeral and everything else. So that one will never ever be touched. But I managed to find another one from 1866, and again, it's January to March. I can't show you that because they're huge, absolutely huge. They're too big to put on my desk. But what I did get, I had to show you all, and I need to show you now so that I can start sorting them and packing them away. And those of you that are in the journal industry like me, I know you'll get a kick out of these. Those of you that just love antique hauls will also love these. I found some absolutely amazing things. So first and foremost, and it's literally still in the bits and bobs where I got them. My first stall, I promised myself no books. I did. Walked in, first stall I bought a book. But it was just a little one, and it was really technically the only book that I purchased, and it was only $3. But it's a conversation in English and German, so it has the English on one side and the German on the other. The colours are beautiful, and it's just such another beautiful little one to pop in my journals. And as it's sewn in, I can unpick them and they will go into signatures. And I just love them. And it was actually the lady whose stall it was actually hers. So it's, 1935. So that was my first one, and then went, that's it, no more books. Now, hang on a moment, and I'll pull through these. Just bear with me. All right. I had to leave because I ran out of money. This one is not for my journals. This one is a decor piece. I love these. The little vintage abacus. It needs a little bit of a clean up, and I'll get to and clean that up, but I so want that on display in my studio. Isn't that just beautiful? Fell in $1. Thank you very much. It was in big bin of all these things. Anything that was in there was $1, and there was all sorts of stuff that really, but I did find some good finds. So that was one of them. I found this one in there, property of Ansett Airlines. Now, those of you in Australia will know that Ansett disappeared years and years and years and years and years ago. So I was really happy with that one. It'll probably just be kept in my personal collection and not for my journals. I did find a Coca-Cola charm. That will, of course, go in journals. This one is from a locksmith. So this is not old or anything else, but it was just a little different for me to pop in as charms or dangles in journals. I have an old pin from the old Castlemaine jail. Now, whether that'll go into a journal or not, I'm not certain, but I just fell in love with them. I got this little pin, and my eyesight's no good, and I cannot read that, but I fell in love with it, and it'll look lovely on a fabric sample in a journal. This one was one of my favourites. Now, can you see that? If I bring that closer, does it? How's that? So what it actually says is Robertson Brothers and Co. 1935, Proprietary Limited, Melbourne, and with compliments. It needs some love, I will try and hammer it out and get it fairly flat, but that will probably end up in a journal. Maybe I might decide to keep it. So they were all $1. I love those. Another one of my favourite ones I go to is called Kylie.bic Vintage. Now, she's an American girl and gets all her bits and pieces from America. I follow her on Facebook as well and then go up and see her when she's up there. I got these from her. I can pull them out. Now, these were 3 checks for $4. So I've got this one from 1890, I think. I've got, hang on, let me just, so there was that one. I've got that one. And I've got that one with all these bits on the back. So I'm really happy with those. They will go into my collection. I may scan them and put them into Ko-fi. They'll make a lovely page for a freebie at one stage. Another one I got from her was this one. And what this is, yeah, from a dairy company. But it's the cream record. So it's each day of the month that they've collected the cream. Now, this is from 1904, December 1904. And then they've been paid in the January the following year. And this all aligns with this. Aren't they beautiful? I love them. And you know me, I love my envelopes. So that was that one. And I actually grabbed a couple of those. So there was that one and there was that one as well from January 15th, 1902, I think that one is. Let's have a look. Doesn't have it on the back of that one. But yeah, so I grabbed 2 of those ones from her. Another one that I got from her was just a collection of ephemera for all her bits and bobs that she does, just as a fun thing for me. So we've got lots of little different bits and pieces. We've got a motor vehicle registration from 1930. From, where's that one? PA, Pennsylvania. It's PA? I don't know. You American girls will tell me. I'm not quite certain. A merit badge. This one I loved, which was an official election balloting material. So it was somebody that was in the army, and it was him putting in why he couldn't vote that year, or, you know, needed a postal vote. That one as well, which I just loved. Just a little bit of advertising, a little bit of paper. We've got a Girl Scout badge certificate from 1956. Couple of her tags. I've bought her tags before. I use these ones quite regularly. I've got, again, I love envelopes. We've got that envelope. Now that is his pay packet from 1955. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Cigarette card, a photo, and a large ephemera number. So all of those came from her. I'll put that over there because they will all get sorted later, and I'll move those ones off there. Another one of the stalls, I got this letter. Now, he did me a bulk deal. He originally had postcards for $4 each, but I got one. That one's actually got a letter in it. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, all for $20. So, and my husband and I, on our way back, because it's about an hour and a half from home, spent a lovely time with my husband driving so that I could read all the postcards. And some of this handwriting, look at that one, and would you like, that took a long time to read. Here we go. Wouldn't we all love to write like that? Wouldn't we all love to write like that? That is just beautiful. That is just beautiful. So they've all been written on. which is the ones that I love the most. Now, the gentleman I purchased these from gave me a tip as well, telling me about, because he said, do you know about divided and undivided with your postcards? And I went, no. I said, I don't know that much about them. I just know which ones I like. And he informed me that this line means that they're divided. Simple as that. Okay. But what it did mean was that anything, you know, you get postcards, and I don't think I've got any here at the moment. No. When they don't have that line on them, it meant that they were pre-1907. In 1907, before 1907, the back was literally just for the address. Any writing had to be done on the front. Okay? So, and it was just for the address. So they were undivided. They didn't have that line there. In 1907, the line came in and they were then classed as divided. But that'll give you a rough estimate too of how old your actual postcard is. So there's a little bit of a tip for you. I got very excited with that one. And that's got a letter. We read the letter, and from what I can gather, the letter goes portrait style, but on the back of it, it goes landscape, and it's a different writing. So what we think happened was that they've sent it. The letter's been written on one page. It's been sent, and the recipient has written back, turned it round, and written on the back of it and sent that back. So that was just awesome. Just awesome. Look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that for the image on the front. So I got those. But then, then I found this. Now, my original guide that I said about that I go up to, and it's Pages and Pages or something like that. I can't remember. I know when I see him, but I can't remember what he's called, his store. He had, as well as my old newspaper, he had this. Isn't this gorgeous? Just as it is, but what it is a postcard album. This is a postcard album. I'll just bring that down a little bit. So we have numerous. It's somebody's postcard collection. Lots of different styles and types in here. They were the only coloured ones. The rest are all plain. Oh, no, that's a different one. Look, as I said, I haven't had a chance. I started looking through this, and I was looking at some other things and I went, so I want that, that, and that. What can you do me all up? And I got a wonderful bargain, and I went, yep, take it, and shoved them in the car. And so I really haven't had a chance to look. Isn't that beautiful? So there's all sorts. Look at these. All sorts of postcards in here. They're just amazing. But the biggest thing I liked about this, because as I kept going, I haven't counted how many postcards were in here yet. It's somebody's postcard collection that they've spent hours and years and all the rest doing, right? But when I got to about, got over here, and then there were no more. And I thought, okay, but then a bit further on, look at this. There were all of these ones in here. And yes, they're written on. So I haven't been through a lot of these ones yet to see if they're written on or not. And I will over time. But look at this. Look at this. What a find. They're just, oh, I was so excited. So excited. So, yeah. Look at that. How beautiful are they? So, yes, so that was my big find. Which, well, one of my big finds. So, look how thick it is. So, I'm just trying to make room here. In amongst his bits was he had some ephemera, as in receipts. Okay. Like this. Now, they were all price. You know, some of them have got extra bits on them. Look at this. So that one was originally $4. That one was $3. That one was only $1. That one was $3. So what have we got there? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. Let's have a look. 11, 4 is 15. 18. Oh, here we go. $2 one, 20. Are you ready for it? He said I could have the whole box for $20. Look at this. Look at this. Some of the colours in here are divine. You know me, it's the colours that I'm after each time. I love the writing. I love the colours. Isn't this amazing? So I was just so happy. So happy. You know, kid in a candy shop happy. I love the old pins. So I got those for $20. So that was from my man that I was actually, because I said to him, I said, you're the reason I'm here. And he went, ooh. And I said, is that the best offer you've had all day? He said, the best offer I've had all year. So, but, you know. Now, a couple of other things I just want to show you quickly. So, how are we going for time? Oh, yeah, doing well. I found a ledger. And we all know in Australia that these things are as scarce as hen's teeth. They tend to come up. You see them in the UK. You see them. I'll get rid of that. You see them in the UK. You see them in America all the time. I watch lots of pickers. I watch lots of flea market ones and all the rest. And you see them come up all the time. Not here. Now, I found a journal. It's a rather large journal. It's not the standard size of that big rectangle that we normally see. And it's not that old. It's only from the 50s for Australia, I suppose. But then again, I suppose that's, what, 80 years? Oh, bring it out. Can you see that? Do I need to stand up so that you can see that? Right, so if I take it down to the top and take it all the way up. Look at that. So this little sucker measures a bit over 15 inches by 16 inches. She's a good size. But the reason I liked it, apart from the fact that, oh my word, I finally found a ledger. Can I just bring that through? Yep. It's double column like that. So I was very, very excited. You will also see that there's bits on the other side as well. So it only had the ledger on one side of each page. Okay, so this is from a hotel. And where I did have the date. I'm sure I saw 1955. So what it is a guest register for a hotel. At 1957. Sorry, it's just up there, but I can't bring it back down again. So this is Friday the 13th of December, 1957. Hotel London, house count. So Hotel London was in Victoria, from what I can gather from where everybody is from. So we've got people from Millicent, which is South Australia, Swan Hill, New South Wales, Port Augusta, Phillip Island, Warrnambool, Burwood, Chatswood. So a lot of these, Ararat, Noorat, they're all Sale, they're all Victoria. Wagga, Horsham, that's Victoria. So we've got lots and lots. And it's just the whole thing. And we've got notes on moving clients from, or customers, clients, guests from one room to another on this side. Isn't this awesome? And the whole thing, oh, they're from Sydney. The whole thing is full. So it's actually been completely filled. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Sorry, this is going to come past the camera again. It'll all go black for a little while. Okay, so that was my ledger. One more thing I really want to show you. On my way out, I'd been there for a couple of hours at that stage, and I'm thinking, I'm almost out of money. Well, I still had the secret stash, but the money that I was actually going to use for the day. And in a stall over in the back corner was a box lot. So what it was a massive box. It's sitting at the floor beside me. I haven't had a chance to go through it all properly yet, and I'm busting to, which is why I needed to video it. First, I can't put the box on my desk because it'll hit the camera. It's 12 inches high, 12 inches deep, and 15 inches in length, filled with vintage sewing ephemera. Now, for those of you that have been following me, you'll know that I'm in the process of doing a sewing journal, but I just love all that stuff anyway. Years ago, I went to TAFE, Tech, whatever it was called back in those days, and did fashion and design. So I love all the vintage fashion. I love all that. And this box was a box lot, which was getting towards the end of the day, and I managed to talk him down a little bit, and I'm quite happy with that, and consequently to say I don't have a secret stash of money in my handbag anymore. So I've just literally pulled out a few things from the top of this box and sat them beside me. Now, there were threads, there were needles, there was cottons, there was doilies, there was pins, lots and lots of vintage buttons down the bottom. I know when I've rifled through. Here's a few of the things that I've found as I've pulled out. We've got some lovely little doilies, and I mean lovely little doilies. So here's a few of the doilies, and I'll bring these ones over. This one's quite a large one. So there's that one. Now, I think there's more in here. Hang on. I literally pulled out as I went before I sat down. Oh, I've got a pile of them here. That one, isn't that cute? That's actually really sweet. I've got that one. I think there's two of that one. Yes, there may be more in the box. Who would know? I've got this one with the stitching on it. Now, it is, I was going to say machine stitch, but I don't know if that is or not. I don't really think that might be. So, yes, so there's that one. Got a couple of others down here that I've just pulled out. So, another one of those. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. The bird in that. Isn't that delicate? Yes, it's stained. It'll have a wash. I'll soak it a little bit, and it'll probably end up being a little bit tea-dyed or coffee-dyed just to give it that more vintage look. And yes, it's torn there, but I'm not overly concerned. They're so fragile anyway. So, oh no, hang on. There's more I've pulled out. Look at that. So it's that one. And that one, that's not overly old. Not overly old. I remember having that sort of one on my dressing table when I was a girl growing up. So maybe it is old, because I keep forgetting just how old I am these days. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh, how lovely. Oh, how lovely. Now, I think they're the only ones that I've pulled out. Just double check. Yes, and I was so proud of myself. I'd gone around this entire vintage, this Antiques Collectibles, and I didn't buy any lace. My friends all reckon that I need an intervention with lace because I can't help myself, and I was so proud of myself. Didn't buy any lace. Some beautiful vintage laces there, and I went, no, going to be good. No books, no lace. But then I bought this, and it had lace in it anyway, so does that count or not? So I've literally just found these. So let's have a look. I've got this one. Oh, look at that. I don't know how much is in there. Looks like there's a fair whack anyway. So there's that one. These were just, oh no, there's more in there. More laces in there. There's that one. Pretty little pink one. There's some ribbon. It's an older ribbon. It's very, very stiff, so it'll need a good hand wash and soaking. There's that one. There's this trim. I had a dressing gown with this on it. I'm sure I did. It's got that slightly satin feeling. Come on, you remember the stuff. So there was those. I'm going to move those bags out as I go. This awesome little baggie. Look at this. Nothing else. I love the packaging. It's the packaging that gets me every time. So I've got the old Rick Rack. Look. How long's it been since we've seen Rick Rack like that? So that's all still on its original hangings. Sunbeam Rick Rack. Guaranteed fast colours. 6 yards. Look at that. And then there was, I remember having some of this years ago too. Years and years and years ago. So that was those ones. Oh, this was just sitting floating in the bag when I show my daughter later on. I can't believe this. Look at this. Now, how's this for a paper bag, girls? Summer at Selfridges. The heart of London shopping. And this bag is so soft that it almost feels like fabric. Look at that. It's just so soft. Truly, I so wish you could feel it. It almost feels like fabric. It's so soft. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Some of my other needle books, and I love these needle books because I popped a pile of them up in Kofi last week as a freebie. So we've got other threads and stuff like that for these sorts of bits. But, oh, hang on, here's another lot of needles. Another needle book. Another pile of needles. I'll never need another needle again. Well, that looks like a nasty pasty. Now, that's a needle. Check this one out. What sort of needle is that used for? Made in England, number 14. It's like a pyramid with a large head on it. What would that have been used for? Anybody? If somebody could tell me, I'd love you to, please. Right, so that was those ones. Waxed thread. And how hard's this to come across all the time these days? Now, I've purchased waxed thread, but none of it is as thin as this. So I was really, really happy when I found this. Now, this again is on its original packaging. So that's Northern Ireland. But I did find a full bag of more of these, and it is all the waxed thread. And look at the size. Look at the thickness of this. So none of my waxed thread that I've purchased has been that thin. So I'm really happy with that. And yes, that, look, and it was originally 8 cents. Wow. So I was really happy with those ones. I've got another one here. That's not waxed, but it's on its original one still. Look at these. Hang on. Aren't these just beautiful? So I've got that one, and another one of those. Another needle packet. I can't wait to go through this entire box. It's just so much in there. It's going to be so exciting putting it away. Now, needles, as I said before. Look at all my old needle packets. Look at this one. So I might have to do up another sheet for you all so that you're going to all share these beautiful, beautiful needle packets. I was happy with the ones that I had before, but yeah, look at these. Look at this. So we'll just have a quick look. We won't pull them all out. More of that one, more of that one. Sewing machine needles this time in this packet. And then in their little greaseproof paper in there. How beautiful are they? And that one's just got them all in there, I'd say. Yep, there they all are. They're still full. Oh. And another little needle threader. There you go. So that was that packet. A few more things and we're done. Few more things and we're done. I'll just push all those ones to the top. Right. Did just find this one. Seamco Roseland Baby Transfers. Baby something. W-E-W-L. And look. They're in there. They're in there. Oh, look. Looky, looky, looky. Oh, how beautiful are these? So, I don't know what year they are. But I just saw that in the box the other day and went, oh, wow. And didn't realise they were all in there. There's that one. I have at least one. I don't know. There could be more in there. Older pattern. Again, not quite certain of the year. What do we reckon? 50s? 60s. Oh, and we've got a needle. Just to be different. There's another needle in there. They don't have simplicity patterns. 67. There we go. So that's that one. We had, what's that? Oh, a little bit of trim. More trim. Another piece of trim. I'm trying not to make that glare too much, but without pulling them all out. Oh, more waxed thread. Better thunk it. Is it waxed thread? Feels like it. Does feel like it. Oh, just so excited. So excited. So lots of waxed thread. Now, I've got 3 more things I want to show you that are... Look. It's an old winder. That was in the box. I saw that sitting on the top, and it was one of the reasons why I went back and had a look at this box. This was also in there. Now, this was in a plastic bag. I've pulled it out so that my daughter and I could see what was in it. It is broken down here. I will try and remend this one and get this back. But what this is a needle book. Or look. So you can see it's fallen apart. It is very old. Here's all our needles. And we've got our pins and stuff in here, which is just nearly falling apart. But isn't that... Go that way, Kylie. No, that's the right way. Isn't that just beautiful? Gosh, I wish you could feel it. It's just gorgeous. So, yes, so I'll see what I can do with that and how I can repair that one. One last thing, and I just found this. I don't know what it actually is. When I was pulling things out to show you, we have Singer Sewing Machine made in Switzerland. It nearly feels... And it is. It's all the feet. So I will look this one up for a date on this one. It's one of the attachments from it. But again, I love all these because they make wonderful little decor type pieces. And I will sort all that one out and sit in there. It's just a pity that little bit's broken. It is plastic, it's not Bakelite. But we will, that goes down there like that. That goes on there like that. Yeah, it's just a pity that little bit's broken, but I'll clean all that up. So I had an absolutely awesome day. We had a brilliant day. So I'm glad you could all come and see some of my goodies. And I will share some of my goodies. I will scan what I can and pop them up on Ko-fi. I will also do up some ephemera packs once I've been through the rest of this box, because there is more here than anyone would need in one lifetime. I would say it is from somebody's lifetime. And I'll get some ledger stuff out and some more newspaper. So thank you all for joining me for this one. And until next time, happy crafting, happy thrifting, happy picking, happy watching. Thanks, guys. Bye.